Hello everyone and welcome to Hypixel Skyblock EXP grinding tutorial. I know I haven't uploaded in the past few days, but that's only because Hypixel was down, so I couldn't. Instead, I brought to you a Dead by Daylight video, which was recently, but whatever. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe because why not? And also, you can stay tuned for the multiple giveaways that I have to offer. So I'm doing this one alone, this episode alone. And we shall show you, or I shall show you, the best ways to get EXP in Hypixel Skyblock. So first things first, we have the Combat EXP. The Combat EXP is very, very handy for killing mobs and basically leveling up your strength. So why you would need it, God knows at this point, but one of the best ways to get Combat EXP as a starter game player or as an early game player is to kill a bunch of pigmen. Pigmen, they don't really attack you unless they mine ores or if you hit them, but once you do hit them, they actually only have very little health points, and those very little health points will not affect you in the long run, except at first you may die to them. But if you just kill a bunch of them, you'll end up getting a lot of Combat EXP for the early game, because they don't really kill you as often as they should, but whatever. For late game players, I recommend going into the end and farming kills with Endermen, because Endermen give a holy heck of a lot of EXP, especially if you can one-shot them, because if you can one-shot them, then they won't be a bother to you because they also can't harm you as much either. They tremendously help in terms of getting EXP, and they spawn like crazy, which I personally think is worth it. Next up on the list, we have the Farming EXP, and what you can do originally is just farm a bunch of whole wheat or farm a bunch of corns and carrots, but the best way to farm the way to get more EXP is to actually farm pumpkins, because pumpkins give you a lot of EXP. However, they don't spawn as often as they should, and you can kind of notice that here as I'm mining it. They do not give that much they give 20 EXP, I think, for each pumpkin you mine, but they don't spawn as often, which makes it really, really hard to do. If you want to farm, you can actually you actually can make a sugarcane farm, because sugarcane farms give a lot of EXP. But they're easier to mine, and you can jam-pack them together as much as you possibly could. As you can see, I made a giant sugarcane farm, and it is really, really, handy in terms of mining. You could just mine as far as you want, and mine as much as you want, and it will get you approximately about 500k for the entire island here, or maybe even 1 million, who knows. I think I got 1 million from the sugarcane farm. Even just one layer of the entire island will be enough to do it. You can also help your crafting by choosing a personal compactor. Personal compactors basically craft the things for you, and you can also help in terms of farming by using a personal compactor. Personal compactors help tremendously in terms of crafting. You can craft so much with them just by adding it into the configuration slot and making it so that it automatically crafts sugarcane, or enchanted sugarcane, I might add. Next, we have the Mining EXP. In order to get Mining EXP, you have to mine, which is unfortunate because it's boring. Well, that's the only way. However, there are ways to boost it. There are ways to boost your EXP. For example, the direction that I'm heading into this diamond mine is actually one of the best ways to get EXP, because it's literally you mine diamonds for no apparent reason. And also, diamonds give you a lot of mining EXP, which you can use to mine, and if you mine all these diamonds... Someone messaged something. If you mine a lot of diamonds, you can get EXP that way. This area in particular is very, very handy for mining diamonds, because no mobs will bother you, and you're in the little sweet zone. And I call this a free space, meaning no mobs can spawn here, and there are lots of free spaces over the mines. However, this is the best spot in terms of EXP because they actually help. They can wander here, but this is like the latest spot that they can go. For late game players, I recommend getting to the Dwarven Mines to do King Quest with a Silverfish pet. The Silverfish pet would help in any area, but the Dwarven Mines is a high EXP area for mining, because mining Mithril and mining Titanium do give you a lot of EXP. However, they're harder to mine, so you're going to need a Mithril pickaxe or Titanium pickaxe or even a Titanium drill, depending where you are at. But each one still gives you a significant amount of EXP, and you can talk to the king to get quests done and level up your Heart of the Mountain, which is very, very handy, and it will help in the long run. And you can talk to the king here, whoever's in this chair. For all players, it is best to cut down trees in the roof forest. By the way, this is for Foarging EXP. It's best to come down into the roofed forest part of the park, or roof forest island, or personally I would say roofed forest park, or like the dark oak park section of the park, because it gives you the most EXP, and it does help significantly because they are grouped together. And especially if you are a later game player, you have the ability to get the tree capacitor, or tree capitator I think it is called, which is an axe that basically instantly breaks trees. Next we have the Fishing EXP. So for all players, you can fish in certain areas which have rain to be enabled, in which you can call the rain to increase your chance of getting sea creatures. Sea creatures tremendously give more EXP than just regular fish catching. So if you have an idea to increase sea creature chance, that would be great, because or actually the ways to increase sea creature chance is to use spike bait, or to even get like certain pets. I am not so sure about this, but the dolphin pet may be of use to get more EXP in there, but definitely go into a rain spot in which you can enable the rain to increase your chance of EXP and sea creature chance, of course. Next we have the Enchanting EXP. So one of the best ways to get Enchanting EXP is to use something we like to call the experimentation table. The experimentation table basically gives a short minigame and a giant and significant EXP boost. Right now I have it halfway stuck into the wall, but ignore that for the fact. If you use the experimentation table, you can make super repairs, you can do chronometron, I think it's called, and then you basically do all these experimentations, which are like fun mini games, and you get 15,000 to like 25,000 EXP per minigame, and you can do it like once a day, which is really, really handy. You can also use so much EXP and so much money to do that experimentation again for a second time a day, but it's much easier to do it once a day, but you can do a lot more. For early game players, you can just get like a default armor piece and enchant it back and forth. Basically enchant it and then remove the enchant, and then enchant it, remove the enchant, but you're gonna need to grind a lot of EXP, and one way you can do that is using the lapis armor in the deep caverns. I don't know why I hesitated to say that. I don't know why. Next up on the list, we have the alchemy section. So I think this is the final thing in terms of starting players. For the alchemy section, the best way to increase alchemy is to brew speed potions or strength potions, because those give the most EXP, especially speed potions, because if you're doing a lot of that farming for sugarcane, you have the sugarcane, might as well just use it. Therefore you don't have to spend that much money on it. And you can just get a bunch of water bottles, use netherwort, and then use sugarcane, and that will give you speed 1. You can do enchanted sugarcane to get speed 5, and then make it even better by putting glowstone on it, which is really, really handy, and it will help in the long run too, especially if you're gonna kill like mobs for combat EXP. So it just comes back full circle, really. I forgot to mention this earlier. If you want mining or any sort of EXP in terms of things, minions do give EXP. However, they give a shorter amount, or like a less amount of EXP. As you can see, I have some set up in an orderly fashion, but they do give a lot of EXP, and they do help if you want to sell their product for money. And money significantly helps in this game because therefore you can just get it from like auction house or bazaar or anything like that. But you have to be level 7 in all categories of EXP in order to use bazaar. Alright, well, that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already known how to enter the giveaway, you can enter the giveaway by subscribing to the channel and also commenting down below what your favorite fruit is, just so we know that you're entering the giveaway and that you listened to the end of the video. And there's more giveaways to come. This giveaway will end this week, I think, unless I extend it. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we shall see you guys in the next Hypixel Skyblock tutorial, guide, playthrough, whatever. Bye!